we are about to take the Caprice out for a rip, get some tuning done on this thing. We had to, we switched the car over to E85, but anyways, we got the car running on E85, and she's running pretty good. It's a little bit lean cruising. In some spots I have to clean up a little bit yet, but wide open should be pretty good. We actually tuned the car up on the way back from the gas station already. I was playing with the VE tables on the way back from putting ethanol in this thing, so hopefully it's all good to go. It was a little bit like a 1220 air fuel before, and I'm shooting for like an 11.8. This is on pretty low boost. I think we're on 8 pounds, 10 pounds, something like that, and 10 degrees of timing. I actually just added 2 degrees of timing to it as well, so we're just going to go out on the street here and do a few rips. Running pretty good. The transmission seems like it's kind of slipping a little bit. I don't know. The car is definitely making a lot of horsepower now. It hooks and books. Like, this car's fast. We're on 13 degrees of ignition, and it seems like I added 2 more degrees of timing and the tranny started to slip maybe. It's hard to tell with this thing. But no knock retard at 13 degrees. And it's on like 10 pounds of boost, so I have it on like a 12-0 air fuel ratio because it's on E85 and pretty low boost. It does not probably seem like it on camera because it's nice and quiet in the car, but this thing feels like a Lamborghini. Wow. Insane. This thing makes good horsepower, holy shit. Wow. No knock retard either. That's just amazing. I'm very happy. Alright guys, so we are working on this 2005 Corvette right now, and it is just like bolt-ons and stuff, isn't it? Yep. You care if you're on camera? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is the owner, Sam, here, and he's got a Texas Speed header kit on it, right? And then just like a basic cold air intake, and yeah, super solid setup. He's just got like some other basic stuff in here, like a MGW short throw shifter, and some nice Corvo seats. And yeah, so we're having some issues on the dyno currently. We actually went out on the street and we're tuning this thing because the dyno's acting a little funny again, and I don't know if it's spinning on the roller or if we're having some belt slippage on the flywheel again. But we can't seem to get consistent numbers with the dyno right now. And he kind of brought it by for a tune-up and to kind of get some numbers out of this thing, but the dyno isn't really reading the best right now. So we have some issues going on. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we got one solid run out of it, and it made 360 horsepower, and that was before tuning or anything like that. We just splashed in some fuel. I was actually going to show you guys kind of what I did on the laptop too. So we splashed in some more power enrichment in this thing because a lot of times these cars, pretty much like any LS car, sometimes they have the power enrichment is actually delayed on it, so the fuel doesn't get brought into the motor until this setup was actually till 5,000 RPM. So anything below 5,000 RPM was not adding power enrichment. So we added some power enrichment into the thing. Yeah, my laptop died, so I'll have to re-pull the tune back up here. So I'm just reading the file back on this thing after my laptop died, but we're pulling the tune up. We're actually going to be changing his fans. A lot of times these cooling fans, they don't come on until, you know, kind of late. So we're going to turn the cooling fans on a little earlier for him. This car was only running about 18 degrees of ignition timing when it came in. I bumped that up to around 22 to 23, and it doesn't have any knock retard. He is on 91 octane fuel. I'll probably leave the timing where it is to keep everything happy. We could probably go a little bit more, but it's not going to yield like a huge gain, I don't think, in power. So yeah, like I said, we just kind of played with the power enrichment stuff. We don't have a wideband either. I asked him last night before he brought the car if there was a spot on the exhaust for a wideband, and there isn't on this header kit or the rest of the exhaust. All the O2 spots are taken up by the factory sensors. So yeah, we're just kind of smoothing out what the car has to make sure everything is good. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure out the dyno here. I don't know. Kind of sucks. I feel like I'm wasting time, but oh well. Alrighty guys, so we just got the Corvette out of here. Sam and his buddy Steve actually came down, and they brought the Corvette down for some tuning and some dyno time. And unfortunately, I don't know what the issue is with the dyno right now, but with front wheel drive cars, we don't ever usually have issues with loading the cars right, but with the rear wheel drive stuff, it just comes right up off the roller and it starts to spin on the roller. The Caprice was having that issue too when we had the Caprice last on the dyno, and the Mustang, like you guys are, you know, if you guys watched back when the Mustang made 600 horse, we had to have like 2 guys in the trunk and, you know, whatever. And a lot of it comes down to just having smooth rollers and no, you know, traction pad on the roller. I think that's really what it's coming down to right now. And like I said, we can't really get accurate numbers when the car's spinning like that. So we did get to tune it. We did do some 4th gear runs with the car, and actually got to tune the car. We put some timing in it. We changed the power enrichment stuff, and then we also changed the fan settings so they come on a little bit sooner, and just kind of went over all the other stuff and deleted the rear O2 sensors on the car because he has an X pipe on the car. And yeah, the car runs amazing. We did some street tuning with it as well, and it runs really good. The car's doing great, but like I said, the dyno on the other hand is not doing so hot. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. The flywheel really loads just like the street, but I don't know if the belts are, like when you apply a bunch of torque to it, if the belts are slipping on the flywheel, or if it's just simply tire spin, because you guys can see here that a lot of the coating is actually wore off of the dyno, right where the tires sit here, and this thing is literally like just super smooth. It's like almost ice, where over here, you know, we are still tacky and have good bite over here. But like I said, I think this was really kind of causing some issues. We have to figure out something. I said this when we got the dyno too. I was like, oh, we got to figure out how to get the cars to stick on the dyno, because most dual roller setups, they'll have knurling on one of the rollers, but I don't know what we can put on the roller itself to be able to get the tire to stick better or not. So we're gonna have to do some R&D on this thing and figure it out, but still a good tool, still a good useful thing to have around the shop, especially with building horsepower stuff. It's definitely nice to be able to do it on the dyno instead of on the street all the time. So yeah, but anyways, we'll figure it out here soon. Kind of just getting everything dialed in. And I think the CRX was also having issues on the dyno with reading wrong or reading inaccurately. So I mean, I might play with the dyno some more. I've just been kind of taking a break from it for a little while, just because it's been kind of stressing me out. And like I said, I don't know what to turn to get it to work better. I'm not sure. So, and it's not like I can just Google something to figure it out. You know, this is something that nobody really does, and just kind of got to be creative. All right, guys. I just wanted to have a quick little chat. What the fuck's new with HunterTuned? All he does is talk, right? I just wanted to let you guys know that the dyno stuff is definitely has been a challenge, all right? It seems like one day the dyno reads good and we have perfect scenario and everything. And then the next day, everything's messed up and it's not running right. We get tire slippage or we get just inconsistent readings with the dyno. I don't know why it is, and it's just making me feel like I've lost all this knowledge that I've gained over the last 10 years tuning stuff. I literally feel like I'm at the bottom right now. I literally feel like it just makes me feel like I'm a failure almost because the dyno is just acting weird. But yet again, I hop on the street with that Corvette or hop on the street with my truck or any car for that matter, and it's like, boom, I know what I'm doing again. It's just on the dyno, it's like, it's not consistent right now, and I can't get consistent numbers out of the thing, and I don't know what it is. So we're going to try and do something to the rollers today. We're going to actually, I think I'm going to go get some bed liner, and we're going to actually put bed liner on the roller, on both rollers, and have some texture to the roller so the tire has something to bite to instead of it being literally glass smooth. Because this dyno was extremely cheap, guys, and we're literally just trying to make something work out of nothing because I can't afford a dyno jet. I can't really afford anything. Honestly, I'm a broke kid, and I can't, you know, I'm literally trying to chase this passion with no help from a bank and no help from nobody for money wise. I'm literally just trying to do I'm just trying to do whatever possible to make all this stuff work. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys what we plan on doing to the dyno now.
I'm back, I'm not dead.
It looks nice. You fucking dick.
Hey, you got some black.
You got something right there.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone-ish.
Gone-ish?
Yeah, it just looks dirty now.
Look who made it to the shop.
Yeah. I said I'm back, I'm not dead. No.
Don't do that. Sorry, landlord.
What?
Michael wanted to do a pull-up.
All 100 pounds he is.
Look at the rollers. So we went and actually bought some Herculiner from Menards, and we are actually putting bed liner. The Herculiner stuff is actually pretty decent to roll on, and we bought a little paint roller and a little paint pan, and we are actually just kind of brushing the rollers with bed liner here, and it looks like the rollers are super textured now.
Yeah, it looks like tons of burnouts all over them.
Yeah. And it's funny because the dyno worked better when we had rubber on it from the Mustang.
Yeah.
It really did. So I'm hoping, the only thing is we're worried about the bed liner kind of like burning off of the roller. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We're going to lay 2 good coats on this thing. We just got the first coat laid down on this thing. And smelling oil in here.
Wow.
These guys over here smelling their
No,
fingers.
like it smells burnt almost.
Yeah. Smells like oil.
Oh.
So anyways, we are waiting for this one to dry up. It says like 1 to 3 hours for touch and then 7 to 10 hours for use on the can there. So we are going to let this sit here for a little while, and hopefully this will allow more traction on the rollers instead of spinning. Because like I showed you guys earlier, the freaking rollers were smooth as glass. So, but dang, look at that coupe. I gotta paint this engine bay here soon. Get this thing ripping. Alrighty guys, so we got the bed liner all onto the rollers now, and it is looking super good, honestly. The rollers look better than the rest of the whole damn dyno now. So we're hoping the bed liner holds up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. Shout out to Herculiner if it does. I will be investing stock in them if this holds up. We'll see if it does. I mean, I don't know. It might not, like I said, but it might hold up for a little while, and we'll see if it works. A lot of fucking aggressive, you know, grit on the roller now. So I always liked girls raised in the South, so that's what we like to put on our rollers. Isn't that what GRIT stands for? Girl raised in the South?
I mean, grits.
Grits.
Pack of grits.
Yeah.
And then you got grits, the food.
Mm-hmm.
And you got girls raised in the South.
Right. So yeah, we got everything done here, and hopefully she holds up. If it does, we should be able to get a little bit more accurate results out of the dyno without having tire slippage. Like I was saying, it's just kind of really bugging me that we can't reliably plant 400 to 600 horsepower. So yeah. We'll pick up when we get back to the house. I kind of want to show you guys the updated HunterTuned starting headquarter garage after we did some stuff there. And then we'll wrap this bitch up. Alright guys, we are back at the house now, and just kind of wanted to show you around the garage at the house. If you guys have been following, you know that my dad, well, I used to work out of here, you know, only. And before I got the shop, this was like where I started. Like this is where I started wrenching on stuff. You know, my dad kind of showed me how to wrench on stuff a little bit. And then I got my first turbo Honda, and I just been thrashing cars out of here. And I've literally built 100 cars out of this garage. And when I say 100, like, I'm not exaggerating. I've built so much shit out of this little garage that is kind of cool to see, like, my dad get it back. Because my dad kind of just, like, let me use the garage, you know, just because he knows I like working on cars and stuff like that. And he pretty much just, like, gave me the garage to use. And now that I got my own shop, he's kind of redoing the garage and getting it back to his standards. So he's just kind of simplifying everything, and he put all new sheeting up on the walls. We're probably going to repaint the walls a little bit, but we have new sheeting on the walls, just kind of plywood. He's going to get a new window here. He's got a little TV mounted up here on a little shelf, so that's pretty badass. We still have my injector tester stuff here. I've been doing injectors for the HunterTuned.com website. All the injectors still come out of this garage, so that's pretty cool. I kind of like to keep the website stuff at home because I have all my shipping stuff here, and all my the stickers and all that kind of stuff are at the house. But yeah, for simplifying the garage, like I said, it's really cool to kind of see the just kind of getting the garage simplified. We got rid of the bench. There was a big old bench right here we got rid of, and there was just oil and stuff that kind of got scattered about over the years. And yeah, so like I said, new sheeting on the walls. We still got a little bit of stuff coming going down on the floor here. We have like a big stick welder I gotta try to figure out what we're gonna do with. We might take that out to the shop, I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. This is like the whole garage now. My dad got his toolbox over here, and the air compressor, a little filing cabinet, the smiley face cabinet is actually over there now. So all the guys that have been talking about the smiley face cabinet in the background, it's still here. It's just over on the different corner of the garage. But yeah, he put up a shelving here. I want to show you guys this stuff because I actually got a comment on one of the last videos saying like, oh, let's see the garage. So here we are. But anyway, so we got the bench grinder actually not on the bench anymore. It's actually on top of the toolbox. You got like a little countertop thing for the top of the toolbox there. That works pretty nice. Got stereo and stuff is still up here, and like drill press and just like little stuff. My dad doesn't need much. He does a lot of small engine repair. He likes working on like lawnmowers and chainsaws and snow blowers and stuff like that. You know, low stress kind of stuff to work on. He enjoys doing that stuff. And like woodworking and stuff like that. That's kind of what my dad mainly does. You guys can probably tell he doesn't do a whole lot of car stuff anymore. He just bought this little Pittsburgh racing jack. It's only a 1.5 ton, but it should do the job for what he needs to do, and any little things that I probably will do here at the garage. I might still do some car stuff here, but like I said, the majority of everything I do now is out at the new shop where we got the dyno and stuff. So. And that's kind of the main reason that I kind of had to get out of here, is because this place is in town and can't really put a chassis dyno in your frickin' residential house in the garage. you know, so we couldn't cut a hole here and put the dyno in here because we would really piss the neighbors off. So I got my shop out there. It's out in the country. I mean, we can literally be out there at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. with a open header car and be dynoing cars, and we don't get hassled and we don't piss off neighbors because there is no neighbors. Like, it is the perfect scenario for me. It would be nicer to have like a little bit taller ceilings and a little bit bigger shop, but you know, beggars can't be choosy, I guess. I'm very fortunate for what I got out there at the shop. So even though some days I feel like it is a little bit cursed. But anyways, so yeah, we just got like got some snow blowers and lawnmowers here and gas cans, and here's the old big old white cabinet. So that's pretty neat. We got everything there still. So yeah, but anyways, here's the garage. Here's the Saturn. I actually pulled the Saturn in here because I might be trying to sell this thing. I threw it up on Craigslist for $1,200, or not Craigslist. I threw it up on Facebook Marketplace for $1,200. See if I get that for this thing. I paid $4 for it, and I probably got about $50 worth of work into it. So if we can triple my money in a couple days, that'd be really cool. If not, you know, I might just keep it around for a little daily beater. We will see, but obviously I'd like to make some money, you know, having to pay for the shop and everything now. And having the website slow down a little bit, I've been making some more money on the side doing other things like maybe sell a car or two, or whatever, what have you. Plus building the Mustang and all that stuff it definitely takes some money to do all that stuff, so we got to keep the money flowing in and all that. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching the video here. Let me know what you guys want to see in upcoming videos. We have a couple more things. I have a few tunes I'm doing this week too. I have a car I'm doing tomorrow morning. I have another car on Monday. A lot of tunes and stuff that have been coming in, and I'm very fortunate to the people that are supporting me and believe in me. It's super humbling. So thank you to everybody out there that is supporting. And yeah, if you guys need any work, be sure to email me. Is probably the best way to get a hold of me. HunterTuned@gmail.com. If you guys want injectors, I do flow testing on injectors. If you guys want to send some in, you can always send them in. And obviously, if you need tuning on your Honda or Acura vehicles, I pretty much do any Honda vehicles, any GM platform I'm pretty good with. And yeah, so anyways, so yeah, me and Max and the pups out here, we're gonna head in for the night, and hopefully you guys have a great night and a better tomorrow as well. And I'm gonna try to keep pounding out videos for you guys. I've been trying to do like every other day lately, but with the shop and being super fucking busy all the time, it's like super hard to keep up with the videos. So I'm trying to get back on like an every other day schedule, but it is a little bit tough, so bear with me, guys. I'd love to do daily content, but you know, I feel like the videos get more views if I leave them up for 2 days instead of pounding out every day type of videos. But anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.